Hello, this is Palico Padge and welcome back to another episode of the Curious Expedition with mods. And, well, I suppose I better start with an apology, really. The more I look at the last episode, the more that I saw that perhaps it was all my fault. The fact that we lost that tent at a critical moment, if we'd have just picked up that camping site and took it with us, there's a chance we could have just holed up the north part of the map and just hoped that the sister, the lady who, I forget her name, the nun, would come back and we'd be able to fly out of there. Other than that, we were scuppered. So it was my fault, but kind of not my fault. And I think if it had been if the circumstances had been slightly different, I probably would have got away with it. But hey, but I feel really bad. I feel like I've cheated Nostradamus out of a full playthrough. So, in my off time, what I've done is played through On Certain Death with Nostradamus again through Expedition 1. And here we are once again at Expedition 2. A do-over, if you will. This is a do-over. Or, keeping with the whole scene into the future and whatnot, Déjà vu. This is all just Déjà vu. The last one didn't really happen. It's like a Bobby Ewing scenario. Now that's really going to test your age. It's a Bobby Ewing scenario. So there we go. So this time around we can go to... Oh, I better finish by saying... the perk I had, or I was allowed to have at the end of the first expedition, was Ruffian. So we actually do have one attack die. Not that attack die is going to make too much of a difference by itself, but hey, better than what we had before. I digress. Let's crack on. We can go around the mysterious Arctic. Don't know how I feel about that after the last one. And then we have the Old Desert. That's got a shrine, a temple, and a tomb. And that's got 2 shrines, a village and 2 stations. I just like the stations, that's all. I just like the stations. Do I really want to be fighting a mummy possibly twice when I haven't really got the resources to cope with it? Probably not. I'll tell you what. Lightning can't strike in the same place twice. In fact, damn it. Oh, I pressed something then. Fact, I'm pretty sure that lightning can't strike twice in the same place. Or at least, you know, I know it can, but I just mean, like, you know, in the grand scheme of things, it's very unlikely to happen twice. Let's just do it. Let's crack on. I'm jibber-jabbering. Full of anticipation, I arrived at the harbour. The captain had yet to arrive, so I had one last pot of tea. Sir Dair Limajed returned to the harbour, eagerly awaiting news of his beloved. Oh yeah, we nearly lost her, but I think we just about got away with it. So he was overjoyed as he saw her on our boat. Shortly after, the two fell into each other's arms in a loving embrace. The couple thanked me for their reunion before happily absconded from the scene. You know what they're up to. Bam chicka wow wow. He's dressed like a pimp. Say no more. Nudge nudge wink wink. 100. We needed that. I didn't really have a lot of stuff to trade in for cash. There was quite a bit of gold. We are in second place at the moment. But yeah, I was kind of worried, but then I remembered after I did all that I'd now have the campsite again, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue. We'll try and stick to the rules that we had first time around. We received new funds as a thank you for our endeavour. A trader approached me with a request. He was a collector of sorts and promised to compensate me favourably for any instruments that we retrieved. This is just like Déjà Vu. This is following exactly the same. I thought this game was supposed to be random. We'll accept. The trader was heartened by my acceptance of his request. He wished us luck and a safe journey. My past expeditions had been quite successful, and I felt I was soon to see my face on that statue. My reputation preceded me, attracting a few enterprising folk to my cause. Who did I want to recruit? So this time around, we can have Sergeant Cyrus Oliver, the soldier, or we can have Tim Timster and Lewis, or Louis, if you prefer. I think we'll just stick with the soldier. We need the dice, and we'll just look at getting him upgraded ASAP. We could use a soldier forged in the Empire, such as Sergeant Cyrus Olivier, Oliver, and welcomed him so. My heart jumped with joy as I heard that the ship was primed to set sail. Alright, well, as you can see, we're not doing too badly for space. He says 2, 4, 6, 7 spaces. We've got a couple of spears. What else can you offer me? We don't need food, really. I mean, we could buy food. Do we really want to buy pickled eggs? Probably not. Probably not. Let us buy the essentials then. So we're going to take... We'll take all the torches. We'll take all the rope. We'll take... do I take a medikit? Or do I just go crazy with the bullets? As it stands, we can take all the bullets anyway. It still leaves us 65. As you can see, I got rid of my pendant, the treasure finding pendant last time around. It was necessary to get some sanity, I believe, if I remember rightly. We're in the Arctic. I suppose we better take the snowshoes. 45, and then what's that? 12. Three of those. And a partridge in a pear tree. That's 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to leave us 2 empty spaces. We'll see how it goes. There are perishables there, so that's fine. Just in time, the ship was prepared to head for distant shores. Oh, let us depart. On expedition 2.5. That's what I'm calling this one. That loaded quickly. Hopefully that means there's not a lot of land to discover. That'd be lovely. Oh, we do have a station straight away, though. Oh, that's a hell of a trek. That's actually really good for us. I was finishing up my morning ablutions. That's poo. As we arrived at our expedition area, the foreign landscape beckoned us to explore. Now, where do they keep the golden idols around here? That's exactly what I was asking, Brother Henry. And what does Brother Abraham think about it? He's just as happy as you are. Excellent. What's that donkey called? Sir Francis. Ah. Right, so do we need to leave anything here? Is there anything we're not too fussed about keeping? I'm looking at you, random sanity giver and taker awayer. I mean, the scrying bowl could be helpful. No, we'll do it. Let's do this. I think it probably makes sense, although we don't have a lot to trade at the moment. What's our homepage of waterfall creation? See, that's not major. We could probably do that and get some tickets. Yes, let's head straight to... No, let's go to the other side. Or do we? Should we go to this question mark over here first? I think that's probably our best bet, if we can get to it, that is. Go give it a look-see. See what's going on. We can always head back to the boat in a second. So, we have a cave, you see. I followed oh, here we go. An unusually musky smell. It is! It's Déjà vu! A musky smell to a cave entrance. Just as I was about to enter, it came out of the cave. The creature. White fur, leathery skin, and the strength of 10 oxes. In its eyes, I could sense warmth. We looked at each other in silence. Strangers from different worlds. I mean... What else can we give it? We gave it rope before. It wasn't happy with rope. It was not happy with rope. If we attack, we get first dibs on kicking the crap out of it. I'm afraid if I do nothing, it will attack us still. Although we could improvise. That was an option before, wasn't it? I mean, our die isn't any worse off than it was before. Let's offer an object. I needed a gift. I mean, we could give it bullets. It doesn't say how many there. That's the thing that worries me. Or we could improvise. Let's risk it for a biscuit. Oh, we did it. The beast bit on my gift for a while. Gods, it smiled. It truly did. We spent the next hours studying each other. It was clear now. I sensed it was ancient and lonely, possibly the last of its kin. We became friends. I decided to call him Edmund. Excellent. We have a Yeti on the team. Ah, we have 20 track members. I mean, what does he bring to it? He's got his own dice. He does upgrade as well. That's cool. His capacity is fantastic. What's this? Sparkling personality. Increases loyalty of all Trek members in regular intervals. Wow. He's really, really good. He's really, really good. I think we're going to have to get rid of one of these missionaries. I mean, they're both as good or as bad as each other, whichever you want to look at it. Loyalty is high. Brother Henry, Brother Abraham. Ip, dip, sky, blue, it is not you. Bye-bye, Brother Henry. It's been very nice knowing you. It was time to dismiss Brother Henry. Brother Abraham, Sergeant Cyrus Oliver warned me of the consequences. I've got to do it. I've got to get rid of someone. I could get rid of Sir Francis. No, dismiss him. I let him go. This is outrageous! That's all right, because Edmund, our Yeti friend, will bring up the loyalty of all our Trek members in regular intervals, so it's not such a big loss. That is fantastic. I don't know what to do now. I mean, we got the space. Because we haven't really picked anything else up, have we? All we've done is picked up a unique Trek member. There we go. Look at that. Increased loyalty. Beautiful. Beautiful. We might as well check this out. Oh. Okay then. The Trek arrived at a jungle clearing with a substantial stone altar in its centre. Although seemingly ancient, the altar was almost perfectly preserved. A hewn depression was filled with magical unsport water. By placing them in the water... Oh, imagery indicated that objects could be sacrificed by placing them in the water. I've got nothing to sacrifice, so no. And this is pretty much a write-off now. Although if we went on the dog sleds, I can see it taking the shortest route, which would be along here, and then sort of along here and over to here, kind of. So at this point, I think we are best heading back, or as best as we can, back to... Well, I mean, we could go to the boat, but there's not really much call to go to the boat at the moment. We don't need the space. Let's eat the strawberries. 27. Is that getting anywhere closer? A little bit. Let's play like a god for a second. -10, of course. All right, well, I better set the campsite up, I guess. I wonder if he's a cannibal is standard. It's an interesting one. We said about camp. Oh, the comforts of home were calling out to me. And the fact I get to lie on a big fuzzy belly at night. Good old Edmund. I instructed the Trek to halt to catch our breath. Our morale was low as we rested by the fireplace. Some time ago I conversed with Brother Abraham about the civilised world and its abundance of luxuries. I'm unsure if it was a good idea, since he seemed to have become obsessed with the topic. Oh dear. And we shall rest once more. The mood was buoyant as I ordered wood to be gathered for a fire. Brother Abraham eyed me through the cold eyes of a card sharp. I soon find myself challenged to a game of cards. I mean, we got a good chance. Boom. Don't mess with the best, because the best don't mess. What can I say? I bested Brother Abraham without so much as breaking a sweat. I was a natural at this game. And I think that's pretty much us done for the time being. Yeah, we get away with that. So let's pack up the camp. Always pack up the camp. Always pack up the camp. And then we'll just get to here as quickly as we can, I guess. Looks like we're going to have to trade in some rope or snowshoes or something. I don't think there's going to be anything up here, but we'll have a look, see. Oh, look, there we go. Yes, enter stone circle. We came across a stone circle that was obviously man-made. There were inscriptions painted upon each rock. Perhaps they formed a manner of a map. Oh. Well, let's see where the ruins are. So we could hit both ruins on the way home, really. I mean, we've got a giant walrus we're going to be taking on there. Yeah, you stop at the polar station, hit the ruin. But then again, look at the polar station. It's surrounded by pack ice. So once we've walked on that, we're boogered. We're going to have to check that out a little bit better than that, I think. 40%. Have a strawberry. 20%. I'm willing to risk that. You bugger. Strange bite mark. Brother Abraham brushed past me to the front while walking a few steps behind. I noticed him constantly scratching his neck, and I saw something that looked like an oddly coloured mushroom breaking through his skin. I wondered how he could not have noticed getting it to get a professional have a look at it at home. Can I use my medical kit on him? I can. I mean, what is it? Is he going to turn into like a vampire or something? I don't know if it's worth just panning out and see what happens. I mean, he could turn into another Yeti. That would be really cool. I mean, are we really going to miss anything off him? I suppose he has got the defense die, hasn't he, compared to the rest. Let's heal him. So that has gone. He had more colour in his cheeks afterwards. Tippity top. Right, I was expecting a bigger group operating this station, but it was only this haggard man. For some queer reason, he asked me about tickets. I asked about his companions, and he cocked his head and stared at me like a hungry animal. Wow, he must have been very lonely. I heard him mumble about a strange object he found in the ice. All right, well, is there anything we want to send back? No, we have discovered nothing. What do you have on you, kind sir? Nothing of interest, other than tickets. I think 5 tickets would be sufficient. Oh, 7 tickets, sorry. What do you want for that? How about a tone page of waterfall creation? A little. A little. How about some rope? Am I willing to give up 6 rope? 5 rope and a torch. I mean, we could come across more caves, I suppose. 3 and 2? That'll do. That'll do. Right, so let's rest first. I enjoyed his hospitality. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw something scurry away in the shadows. The whole night I heard something scratch and scrape at the door. In the morning, the man was cordial and prepared breakfast. Very nice of him. Let's go again. Sleeping here was such a fortunate break from roughing it in the snow. Considering the circumstances, I slept like royalty. There was even warm water. Nice. 5 left. I dreamt that the sleeper awakened from the ice sarcophagus, but otherwise it was an uneventful night. The pale man today was nothing like in the night before, and wished me well. What's his name? Windows. Oh, I never trust Windows. Sleeping here was such a fortunate break from roughing it in the snow. Blah, 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 blah. Oh. In the morning, the pale man was gone. So who we got now? Gary. Gary. Right, we got 4 tickets left. That's going to do us, I think. Let's use the dog sled. The haggard man started croaking about tickets again. Apparently these tickets would buy me passage with his sled. The ticket he showed me felt strange to touch. What was it made of? He offered me to travel to the following stations. We've only got the 1. That's fine by me. Let's crack on. I mean, that's a big bloody walrus hanging about. That's a lot of pack ice. Right. Right, we're going to have to be very, very careful here. We will start by promoting you for sanity. And you just see what happens. More dice rolls. That is good. Good, good, good. Do we take down the walrus? I mean, I presume it's just the 1. Guess we'll see. Ah, yes. 22. We should be okay. Oh, so what do you stack with? Nothing. Fangs! Damage 2. Enemy bleeding. I'll take that. Let's throw in the spears, I think. Power spear. Boom shaboop. What's that? Spear defense or spear throw? Well, spear defense it is then. We'll hold on to you. Is that taunt? He's got quite a bit of health. Or taunt. Oh, booger. Okay, so throw one of those in. Precise attack. Does that stack? I don't think it stacks with the red, does it? Sorry, the red. The sword. So that is a dead die. What's he on? 7. I can only throw in 2 more dice. No, that's no good. So I have to take a hit here. 2 hits and bleeding. Okay. So have strong claws, sir. And a kick in the nuts. The walrus nuts. I have no idea where the walrus nuts is, but well, someone knew. We deprive the dead of anything useful. We shall take it all and visit the station. Alone Fee agreed to meet at the entrance to the station. Blah, 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 blah. Trade. Oh, they've got pinkish prawns. Other than that, again, nothing too exciting, really. We could give them the raw meat. And we could take the prawns. I'd take it they're dead after this. I say dead. They're dead already. You can't take them home with you. Maybe, though. Does he like tickets? How ironic. Right, so let us use a bit of rope and a torch for 3 of them. Yeah, we're going to keep the teeth. That'll do. So we've got 3 tickets left. Let us use one to rest. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw some things going away in the shadows. We've done that bit. And what's the name of this guy? Palmer. I mean, I think we're done here. I don't think there's anything I want to drop. I mean, I suppose if we access the storage room, I could probably drop off the walrus teeth. I don't think I'll need them. The rest is good. And with that, I think it's time for us to use the scrying bowl. What do you have to show, scrying bowl? An Arctic stockpile. Is that new? I think that's new. We need to be very careful along here, though. Let's go the long way around. 55. And that way we're not going to cut ourselves off. That's looking very pyramidy above us here. I think it might be worth having a roll up and seeing. Aha! Oh dear, what's going on? Oh dear. In the wilderness, it was nearly impossible to prevent an injury from becoming infected. Edmund's wound was beginning to look particularly nauseating. That's all right, we're on top of this, Edmund. Don't you die on me! Excellent. He's fine. He's fine. Right, so we shall go here and explore to get the pyramid sanity of 30. Tippity top. Can we make it back down? No, no, no. Now is probably a good time to rest up with our campsite, so let's get you out. And let's use the book, because why not? 10 sanity. Boom chicka wah wah. So we're going to rest. The air was fresh and cool as we prepared the campfire. While gathered around the campfire, we heard what sounded like a fight coming from nearby. A young native was striving to fend off a ferocious animal. Are we in any real... I mean, how's that... Our standing's not the best. We've got 2 temples to go yet. Should we help him? There's 3 of them. And she's sexist. I don't think we've got any groove moves here. I mean, she's got a die which helps, I suppose. We're looking at taking off 6 each time. What be you? Smash. Damage 5. Alright, okay. Well, we'll smash you then, because you're stunned. Yeah. We're going to taunt, just in case. And then just throw up as much as we can, I guess. So... what do you stack with? You? Evade? No, no, no. That's not how we do things. We're going to throw in as many dice as we can. Punctuation plus bleeding. Bleeding will be 2, I presume. So we'll move that down to there. And then on to you. So you, good sir. And you we shall hold on to. I'm not too worried about you. We'll hold on to you in case we get the hand so we can do a kick. Yeah. Triple attack. Or cutting the post. And then you for an attack. So... I mean, if I throw in 2 more bullets, which I can't, so we won't bother. That's all right. You can handle that. It was just a tickle. That's all it was. It was just a tickle. So we want to pop... Do I really want to pop you up for 3? No, we'll take you out first. We'll hold on to you and roll again. There we go. Consider yourself saved, fair maiden. Plus we're taking all that. I decided that it was enough for today, of course, of course. So we shall rest again. It was a fine night. Jory, brother Abraham seemed to enjoy themselves as they sat on a large stone and played a few rounds of rock, paper, scissors. Ah, the good old Victorian game of rock, paper, scissors. We're back up to top sanity, so pack up their camp. Cool. And then I'm afraid, Tori, we're going to have to get rid of you. It's been lovely and all. I let her go. You can carry on. You've done your thing. Very much appreciated. And we want to go to there now. I mean, I'm hoping we don't get the Arctic wolf after us. Well, I suppose it all depends on what goes on here. This could be very good or very bad. I finally came through a haze of snow and I saw a dark structure before us. The steps, the entrance, everything was made of smooth obsidian. It seemed to suck sunlight. I could sense visions of something large looming over the shrine just at the edge of my mind, just out of reach. We found some sticks planted firm in the ground. Someone put ghastly human heads on their sharp end. Their mouths had been sewn shut as if to silence them. Oh dear. Below I could sense something teeming, and I immediately closed my mind off to the possibility. I found something feel around in my mind, probing, seeking. I was not sure if what was before me was an altar stone or an impact crater of something that crashed here from above. Oh. Oh, I don't mind. What we got? Tome page of fire, tome page of abomination, and monies. Gold! Gold! What a glorious day. The treasure was ours for the taking. There was a blinding flash, and then all was quiet. Whatever took the people, I hoped it would not take me. It was as if they never existed. Oh dear. Right, so on to you, but we've got to be careful here. The wolf is aggroed. We're probably best taking him out first. Are you still injured? No, you're doing good. So, yeah, there's no pressure as far as that's concerned. So, yeah, we'll attack the wolves. Wolves. Roll it! Right, so, smash you, sir. Do you only have the one? You've got the two. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's finish you off, I suppose. That's one less person to worry about. Hit me, says Edmund. Hit me. Roll again. Roll again. Cutting on the post gives you a little bit of protection. And, yeah. Pop, 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 pop. We're going to give you the strong claws. And I'm hoping that'll stack. It's good that we're building up the teeth. That's going to come in really handy next time around. But now we've killed off a village by that last shrine. I've got a feeling we're going to be letting down the guy with the instruments. Unless we're very lucky here. Let's see, shall we? There was no one around, but the fish on the rack seemed fresh. I suppose these outposts were built to help weary travellers such as myself. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're going to take it all. I do not care about whatever happened to the owners. I needed those supplies. Right, so we're on -7. Hey-ho. We're 2 slots overburdened. What do we want to do? Well, I suppose we could start by scrapping the meat. That'd be no good to us. We shall also eat all the prawns. And that puts us in good stead. So let's go up to here, 62. That should give us a nice look-see of what's actually in this region. Yeah, nothing majorly scary there, I don't think. We will probably have to drop something else unless we get into another fight. But hey-ho. Setting up the campsite and all. Oh, I do like camping. It was a rather cold night as we rested by the fireplace. Yes, certainly this was one of my more whimsical adventures that I would tell my friends over tea. Maybe, but for now it is crucial, nay imperative, to find the purple turtles. That's fine by me. I will happily go looking for purple turtles. And we'll rest again. The mood was buoyant as I ordered wood to be gathered for a fire. Strangers emerged seemingly from out of nowhere. We were approached by natives dressed in animal pelts. That is good. We invited them to join us. They gladly accepted and sat down, sharing stories by the warming fire. So we shall trade. What do you have? Alright, what don't I want, I suppose, is the real question here. There's not really a lot I can give up. I know we're going to have to make space for stuff soon anyway. The fact we're running low on bullets makes me very interested in the spears. So if I take those... Funds and fame aren't good for you, so let's get rid of that. So that's like for like. I wonder, do we get... Oh, we do get standing if we give them stuff. Okay. -4. we can make it up on rope stacks. And we get one standing off it. I think that's a fair enough trade. That's getting rid of the useless stuff. Well, I say useless stuff, the less valuable stuff. So, cool. The native stood up, thanked us for the hospitality, and headed into the darkness. All good by me. And we shall rest again. The mood was buoyant as I ordered wood to be gathered for a fire. It was a calm night. For once I felt at ease with the wonders surrounding me. I considered my old companion, Brother Henry, and wondered on the nature of his fate. Why was he gone? Well, we kicked him out. Would we meet him again in this world or the next? Hopefully the next world when I've got less party members. Why was I still here? Because you're the main... I'd like to say protagonist, but it's probably antagonist if we're going to break it down. And we better pack up our camp. Cool. Alright, so on to the next. Oh. You know what? There's not that much here after all. Not that much here at all. What we got left? Settlements? It's going to be empty. Okie dokie. That's fine. Let us move on to this question mark, whatever it may be. I've got a funny feeling that might be a hallucination. Yes. I was sure to have seen something here. 19 to rest on the pack ice. I say okay. The village was empty. There were signs of a fight, but the attacker was nowhere nearby. I searched but didn't find anything of use. Alright, so that wasn't there before. How long has he... Oh, I mean, do we dare? Like, you know that one's a fake one. We know that's fake for sure. Not sure about that one. I thought we would have seen it. Yes. I think we've only got the one place left to go. That being said, though, if we were to eat the strawberry, can we at least move on to the pack ice? Or off the pack ice? No? I'm going to risk it. We're fine. I don't know why I did that. I need to set up the campsite. There we go. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to rest up. This is hopefully going to be it. Exhaustion was our nemesis. It was difficult to ignite the fire, depressingly so. Tonight, Brother Abraham had a conversation with someone who was demonstrably not there. 32, 40. Rest again. The bright white of the snow and ice seemed so friendly at first, so useful. Then it became harder and harder to see even basic shapes. I understood very soon. I needed to heed the advice of the natives or perish. Brother Abraham moaned and rubbed his eyes. They were a deep red. I bandaged his eyes with cool cloth. It should suffice, I hoped. I hoped our eyes could get used to the whiteness of this land. He's not blind or anything, though, is he? Just paranoid. Paranoid I can handle. All rest once more. I'm hoping this will be it. It was a starry night. For once I felt at ease with the wonders surrounding me. I considered my... Oh, we've done this bit. He's dead. He's long gone. He's long gone. He died in the snow. When we go walking back to the boat, we're going to see his... It's not a robe, a habit. Is it a habit or is that what the nuns wear? That could be what the nuns wear. But I digress. Let's pack up the camp. Alright, so down to the big shiny thing. Bish bash bosh. 71. %40 chance of going mental. Well, I'll tell you what, let's use the book and hope that we get sanity. You son of a bitch. Okay, well, I'm going to set up the camps then. I don't know if I like that book or not. For the sake of losing or gaining 10 sanity, I might just trade it in. It's not the best, is it? I mean, Scrying Bowl we can use. Yes, nothing left here. That's fine. So we shall rest. So now we're definitely good getting back, which is cool. We'll pack up the camp and then hit the shrine and get on home, I think. The shrine did not seem to fit with anything we saw in the ice before. The engravings that adorned the shrine did not seem to stem from any human language. I felt as if dark tendrils were reaching out of the shrine and probing my mind. A thick layer of sand seemed to surround the structure that would have been useful. Some of the spiky rocks seemed torn up. What has been living here? I felt something feel around in my mind, probing, seeking. Placed on the altar was a small worm-like creature, writhing, feeling around with its tendrils. I brushed it aside brusquely. More gold! Boom shakalak. We sought the treasure and proceeded outside as everything around us began to wither and die. A drastic climate shift ravaged this region, and we were responsible. Otto! What are we going to drop? The torches. That's an easy one. That's an easy one. And I think we're done. We might as well go home. I can't see anything really bad happening to us. There's probably something down in this corner. I'm not that bothered, in all fairness. The rest we've pretty much cleared. And we've got a lot of gold. Our vessel was still offshore where we anchored it. Being here almost felt like the safety of home. And, well, let's go home victoriously, I guess. Our work was complete. In a moment of silence, I reflected on the losses we had endured for this brief moment of victory. Our vessel set a course for England. I looked forward to sharing the tale of our adventure. After weeks of travelling, euphoria overcame me. I knew that this name... Now, I've been saying Michel. Is it Michel? Because he's French. Michel de Nostradamus would go down in the annals of world history. Whenever I say Michel, I think of the big black guy out of Dodgeball. That Ben Stiller keeps... Is Ben Stiller's right-hand man in it. Michel! Endless fame awaits! Success. All right, so we finished last, but at least we finished this time. Again, that is a very suspiciously close map to what we had before. I'm starting to question this game's RNG. But hey-ho. For Queen and Country! I brought a Yeti back. Does that give me anything? Thanks. Brilliant. Alright, so we've got Climber, reduce move when crossing hills. That could be useful. Lone Survivor, survive a little longer when all alone. If you get to being alone, then you haven't got much chance at all. Desert Explorer, reduce movement costs in deserts. Well, it's going to have to be Climber, I guess. Huzzah! Huzzah! So, they're quite far ahead, aren't they? Thankfully, they didn't have a lot. So, who we got? Marie Curie's up ahead, and we've got Nikola Tesla second, Harriet Tubman third, and Alexandra David Neal fourth, who is about to be bringing up the rear for us. So, gift it. We need to sell that. Gift that. Gift that. Fame 20 or funds 20. I mean, we've got a fair few items as it is. This isn't good though. Even playing super duper well, we're not even close to Marie Curie. I guess we're going to have to start finishing a little bit quicker. I think for the sake of 20 sanity, and we're only 18 behind Nikola Tesla, so I'm not too worried. We'll sell those and get some monies for the next time around. And speaking of the next time around, we could be hitting the monstrous jungle, the dead-end desert, or the strange drylands. I'll have a look-see. We'll see how we feel at the start of the next episode. So thank you for watching. As always, a like is appreciated, and I shall catch you on the next one. Take it easy.